Welcome to Yad-Venturist, Jessica. Excited to have you here.
Thanks for having me. I love what you're doing with this podcast, questioning the things we take for granted, especially hustle culture.
Exactly. Hustle culture is everywhere. You hear people bragging about working 16-hour days like it's a badge of honor. But is that really the way to success?
I used to think so. Early in my career, I worked crazy hours trying to prove myself. But looking back, I realized I wasn't actually getting more done. I was just working more.
That's such an important distinction. We equate effort with results, but the reality is working smarter often beats working harder. Take Jeff Bezos, for example. He's famous for focusing on high leverage decisions rather than getting caught up in day to day operations. He knew where to put his energy.
And even someone like Warren Buffett. He spends most of his time reading and thinking. That's his version of working smart. It's not about the hours. It's about how you use them.
Exactly. But let's break it down. What does working smarter actually look like? I like to think of it in three parts: leverage, energy, and purpose.
That makes sense. Let's start with leverage. What do you mean by that?
It's about getting the maximum output with the least input. Entrepreneurs who succeed don't just work harder, they build systems, they delegate, they use technology. Think about Steve Jobs. He wasn't coding himself, but he had the best people executing his vision.
So it's shifting from being a worker to a strategist. What's something people can do right now to work with more leverage?
Simple. Look at your to do list and ask, what can I automate, delegate, or eliminate? If you're manually sending 50 emails a day, why not set up an automation? If you're drowning in small tasks, hire a virtual assistant. It's about making your time count.
I love that. Okay, what about energy? I feel like this is where people burn out.
Exactly. If you're exhausted, no amount of hours will make you productive. The most effective people work in energy peaks. Instead of grinding through 10 hours, they do 4 to 5 hours of deep, focused work at their best times.
That reminds me of Serena Williams. She doesn't practice for 12 hours a day. She trains hard for a few focused hours, then rests and recovers. The same applies to business.
100%. And most people overlook recovery. The best leaders, Bill Gates, Oprah, they take time to recharge. They step away, they read, they let their minds reset.
So instead of obsessing over hours, we should obsess over impact. Okay, last one. Purpose. How does that fit in?
This is my favorite. When you work just for money or external pressure, you burn out. But when your work aligns with something bigger, a mission, a passion, a vision, you naturally work better. Look at Elon Musk. He's not working insane hours because he has to. He's obsessed with his mission.
That's true. And when you care about your work, motivation isn't forced. It flows. So, what's the key takeaway?
Three things: leverage your time, manage your energy, and work with purpose. That's how you work smart instead of just hard.
Love it. So here's the challenge for everyone listening. What's one thing you can change today to work smarter? Maybe it's automating a task, taking better breaks, or realigning with your purpose. Whatever it is, make a move.
That's the key. Small changes lead to massive results. Jessica, this was awesome. Thanks for being here.
My pleasure. Looking forward to seeing how people apply this.
Same.